Hello everyone, so special episode today. Last Saturday we had a competition where I did not partake, but I did film the whole thing. I will post a recap of that competition soon on all my socials. However, I would like to try all of the boulders, so I did a flash challenge of all the 30 boulders that there were at the competition. So I have one flash attempt, and then if I do not flash the boulder, I get 3 more attempts. If I do not get it, I cannot do it that session at all, and I will go to the next boulder and see how far I go. So this will be a long video, so take your favorite drink, sit back, relax and enjoy. Hello, voiceover Roderick here. So the first 4 boulders were pretty straightforward. Not much to say about it, but you will see the grades fluctuate a lot between the boulders in the later videos. I tried to set it from difficulty 3A to 7B with 30 boulders, but they did not quite manage to create a linear difficulty scale. So it fluctuates a bit, but that's okay. It will keep you on your toes. No pun intended. Here at this yellow 5, I didn't notice the black tape at first, but after half an hour or so when I did this one, I realized I could not use the wall. So I still have to do this one because I kinda failed this one. This red 6 was again then straightforward. There was not much of a difficulty comparing it to the yellow 5. Then this 7 was actually pretty tricky because I don't know if you can see it clearly, but it has dual texture holds, but the texture was not on the same sides on every hole, so you had to guess where the texture is. That makes it a little bit trickier than the rest of the under the 10, but still managed to do it. This orange stand was really abysmal. The start was pretty okay, pretty decent, but my foot placement on this one was really bad. So I was stubborn and wanted to go on the right side, but I had to move my left foot a bit higher so I can get my hip open and get my right foot up. But I didn't want to do it, so I was there for like 2 minutes on the wall and then ended up doing it anyway. So yeah, don't be stubborn, move your foot. Now we start to get into hard territory. This black 14 was quite tricky. I did watch it at the competition and a lot of people tried it and a lot of people failed it. So I think it was the lowest, most failed boulder I think in the competition. Did not do it this session. The next session I switched up my tactics. First part of the boulder with better technique, so it was a lot better. And then it was just the last dynamic move was just practice. A lot of people did it with 2 thumbs underneath the hold, and that didn't feel right for me. So I just sticked to doing it with my right hand. Dus at this pink 6B I surprised myself because it has a dynamic movement in the beginning, and normally I'm not that good at dynamic movements, and especially not at the flash attempt, so I'm quite happy that I sticked it, and then also was able to move pretty precise on the end so I don't fall out. And then we have the 16, 17 and 18, which were all pretty straightforward. You just had to find the right beta or holds, especially at the 17, white 17 you see in a minute. It was just like a little puzzle where were the biggest holds, and you can just use this ladder basically. At this black 18, it was also pretty straightforward. You just had to position your body to the right side, and it was not much of a difficulty. You see now that the grade jumped from 6A plus to 6C, and 6C is my projecting grade. So as you can imagine, it was fairly hard for me, and it also took me a lot of tries to even get on this mantle. So in the first session I tried it 3 times, as you see in the video. And the end of the video I also did give it a try, and I managed to get a bit further. But I gave up on 3 tries. It was very physical, and you had to put your feet quite high, so it was also not my forte. So it will probably take me a whole session to get this one, but I think I can get this one. So this yellow 20 was pretty physical in the beginning, and then after you mantle it, it has a lot of balancing and mobility techniques, so this is also not my forte. But the physical was quite easy, and then getting my foot high enough is not that easy, so I gave it 2 tries and then gave up because it was Boulder 20 and I was pretty tired. So you will see me also skipping some boulders from now because they were just too physical, or I just couldn't get into it. This green 6B was just a question of mobility and trusting your feet. I watched the footage back and then thought to myself, what the fuck am I doing? And the next session I flashed it. Yeah, I did it in the first try, so yeah, it was just a question of trusting your feet on the volumes and putting your right feet on the hold where your right hand is. And when I saw the footage, I was like, how can I not get my foot high enough? Because there are a lot of problems where I got my feet higher than that. So I just did it, probably because I was too tired and was not getting into the right mindset. Also, this one went from 21 to 22, and as you see the grade, it went up from 6B, which was probably a 6A plus, to a 7A. So they kind of fucked up with this one, but yeah, I just gave it a couple of imaginary tries, and then moved on to the next boulder, which was more manageable, but still quite hard, which was this blue, was this 23 mint. It was a 6B plus or a 6C. It was very physical, and it has a lot of heel hooking technique and body position technique. So in this session I did not manage to do it in this flash challenge, but it gave me trust that I could do it in the next session. So I worked on it for 2 more sessions, and I got it the first try on the 3rd session, where I was quite happy with that. So from this boulder onwards, it was just above my pay grade, basically, above my projecting level. This 24 I could project, not at this session because I was too tired and I was not stepping into it right. The next session I attacked the boulder from straight forward, and that was the beta that worked for me. I almost came to the end, but the crimps are just too small, so I have to work on my crimp strength for this one. And then I just tried all the boulders from onward from 25 to 30, but they were just too hard. This 27-7A was probably the one I could maybe project, but it is also very crimpy, so maybe next time, but yeah. And then these were the best tries from a different session. This was the 19. I got a bit further. You will see me getting my foot up, but I was getting stuck. So yeah, I will work on that the next session. And then for this mint, I also got my foot high enough, but I was too hasty and was flagging my left foot, but my left foot should stay on the hold so I can get my body as close to the wall as possible. And now I just barn doored out of it. And then the green 21, I got the descent on video, so here it is. So I hope you enjoyed the video. There will be another competition coming soon. Currently I'm kinda sick and also have some injuries, so I will be competing at the competition, but I'm not expecting to be doing it any better than this one. But I will do it for fun, and also will film the whole thing and see how far I get there. It is on 7th February, so it will be in 2 weeks, and I will post that video 2 weeks after 7th February. So I'll be posting another video in the meantime. It will be in 2 weeks from now, probably. I hope I can do one more in 1 week, but I'm kind of sick and have some injuries, so probably not. Comment and like if you enjoyed the video. You can also put comments if you don't like the video, and subscribe if you are not yet subscribed, and if you want to see more content. And I hope you have a nice day. See you next time.